Miles Morales wakes up with a heavy burden, still haunted by the choices he made in the multiverse. His mistakes feel like cracks in the web holding everything together. Every glance in the mirror reminds him he is both a teenager struggling to belong and a hero expected to save infinite worlds. His heart aches for Gwen, but guilt keeps him distant. He wonders if he is strong enough to carry the responsibility that even seasoned Spider People struggled with. Gwen Stacy, meanwhile, is torn between her loyalty to her team and her feelings for Miles. She struggles to rebuild trust after betraying his confidence in the last battle. The guilt lingers, but so does the bond they share. She pushes herself harder as Spider-Woman, hoping actions will speak louder than words. Deep down, she wonders if they can find forgiveness in each other again. Peter B. Parker returns, now more of a mentor and father figure. He brings Mayday along on missions, teaching her the spirit of Spider-Man even as a toddler. His humor hides exhaustion. He fears the web is unraveling faster than they can mend it. Every laugh is tinged with worry about how much longer they can hold the multiverse together. Still, he believes in Miles more than anyone. The Spot has grown into something unrecognizable. His powers no longer just holes in space but collapsing realities themselves. He blames Miles for everything, seeing him as the spark of all suffering. His form flickers like a broken canvas, his voice echoing through dimensions. He no longer wants revenge but complete erasure of Miles from the web. He believes the multiverse can heal only if Miles never existed. Miles' mother notices her son withdrawing again. She sees the tired eyes, the missed meals, and the constant distraction in his gaze. She doesn't know the weight he carries, but she knows he's breaking. A quiet dinner conversation becomes one of the most grounding moments for Miles. Her words remind him that no matter how wide the multiverse is, home still matters. A new alliance forms as Miguel O'Hara reluctantly returns. His harsh methods once fractured the team, but he's seen what the Spot can do. He proposes a radical plan. Sacrifices may need to be made to keep the web intact. His cold logic sparks arguments, especially with Miles. Yet, beneath his armor, Miguel fears he was wrong all along about destiny. Hobie Brown, the anarchic Spider-Punk, becomes Miles' loudest supporter. He reminds him that Spider-Man isn't about following rules but breaking them when they're unjust. His rebellious spirit fuels Miles when doubt eats away at him. Even in chaos, Hobie's confidence in Miles shines like a beacon. He urges Miles to find his own rhythm in the web. The multiverse begins to crack open in terrifying ways. Buildings flicker between realities, people glitch in and out of existence, and memories dissolve mid-conversation. Whole worlds collapse like dominoes. Spider People from countless universes rush to stop the unraveling. Miles realizes this isn't just another mission. This is the fight for existence itself. In one collapsing reality, Miles meets an alternate version of his father. Still alive, still proud, still calling him son. The encounter cuts deep, reminding him of what he lost and what he still fights for. He doesn't want to leave, but he knows staying would doom them both. With tears in his eyes, he says goodbye to the father he wished he could save. Gwen finds herself face to face with an alternate version of herself, one who never became Spider-Woman. This Gwen lived free of the burden but feels empty without purpose. It forces her to confront her own sacrifices, realizing the weight of responsibility has also given her meaning. She chooses again to be Spider-Woman, not for guilt, but for hope. Peter B. Parker finds himself shaken when Mayday nearly slips through a reality tear. For a moment, he considers leaving the fight to protect her. But he knows the fight is for her future as much as for anyone else's. With renewed determination, he steps back into battle, Mayday strapped securely to his chest. His jokes fade, but his resolve hardens. The Spot's attacks become more personal. He begins targeting the people Miles loves. Gwen, his parents, his friends, pulling them into collapsing voids. Each battle feels like chasing shadows. Miles feels the crushing fear of losing everyone. The only way forward is to face the Spot directly, even if it means sacrificing himself. A fragile truce forms among the Spider People. Miguel, Gwen, Hobie, Peter, Pavicher, and even unlikely allies agree to one desperate mission: trap the Spot within the web of destiny itself. The plan risks tearing the multiverse apart, but it's the only chance. Every spider knows this could be their final stand. The battle stretches across broken dimensions, with webs snapping and cities collapsing midair. Miles pushes himself beyond exhaustion, his body breaking, but his spirit unyielding. Every punch, every swing carries the weight of countless lives. His voice cracks as he yells for his friends to hold the line. The Spot nearly succeeds, pulling Miles into a void where his existence begins to unravel. Memories of his life fade, his parents, Gwen, his friends, all slipping away. He is left in darkness, questioning if Spider-Man was ever truly meant to be him. But then, in the silence, he hears his mother's voice telling him he was always enough. Fueled by love, Miles surges back, weaving his own web within the void. He realizes the multiverse doesn't need someone who follows rules. It needs someone who rewrites them. His powers expand, glowing with energy never seen before. For the first time, the Spot falters, shaken by Miles' refusal to disappear. With one final strike, Miles doesn't destroy the Spot but stabilizes him, binding his powers back into balance. The Spot collapses, defeated but not erased, his hatred silenced. Miles shows mercy, breaking the cycle of vengeance. The multiverse begins to heal, slowly weaving itself whole again. In the aftermath, the Spider People gather, battered but alive. Miguel offers Miles a quiet nod, the closest thing to respect he's ever given. Gwen and Miles finally share a moment of unspoken forgiveness. Peter places Mayday on Miles' shoulder, calling him the real future of Spider-Man. Back home, Miles finally tells his mother the truth. She listens, her eyes filled with both fear and pride. She doesn't understand every detail, but she understands her son. She hugs him tightly, reminding him that being Spider-Man doesn't take away his humanity. It strengthens it. The final scene shows Miles standing on a rooftop, watching his city glow under the night sky. Gwen swings beside him, hand reaching for his. The multiverse may always be fragile, but for now it holds. Miles smiles, not because the fight is over, but because he finally believes in himself. But peace is never permanent. In the shadows of another collapsing timeline, a mysterious figure observes the healed web. Their mask conceals a face familiar yet twisted. They whisper that the web is weaker than it looks. A new storm brews, hinting that the Spider-Verse is far from safe. Miles begins to experience strange dreams where he sees fragments of future battles. Faces he doesn't recognize yet feel connected appear in flashes of light and chaos. He wonders if these are warnings or the scars of the multiverse imprinted in his mind. Gwen comforts him, but the unease lingers. Something bigger waits ahead. Miguel, though exhausted, warns the others that the repaired web might not last. He studies readings that show instability deep within the core of the multiverse. For the first time, he admits he doesn't have all the answers. His voice carries a rare vulnerability, and the team realizes the fight was only a beginning, not the end. The Spot, though weakened, stirs inside his containment. His eyes flicker with something new, not hatred, but a strange awareness. He whispers Miles' name with confusion, as if tethered to him in ways beyond comprehension. The possibility of redemption hangs in the air, but so does the danger of relapse. As Miles and Gwen swing through their city, they feel the weight of both victory and uncertainty. The world below seems normal, but the stars above shimmer unnaturally, as though the multiverse itself is watching. They grip each other's hands tighter, knowing whatever comes, they'll face it together. The screen fades, promising the web of destiny will never stop spinning.